Oh boy. Okay, let me just let me see. Is there a You know what? I'll just keep going. Howdy, how's everybody doing today? I know I probably don't have very many views right now, but you know what? I wanted to try out Kitten Space Agency. I'm gonna move this light. It's kind of bothering me. Its positioning is kind of bothering me. Need it to be bright enough. All right. Welcome to KSA, I think that this looks absolutely wonderful. Debug. Look, something that I kind of want to do is I'd like to actually, because all we can really do right now is fly this thing around or a couple other spacecraft around. Is fly this and a couple other spacecraft around. But what we're going to do, what I want to do is let's go to, I want to check out, let's go check out Mercury. All right, let's check out Mercury. I'm going to set it as the target. I'm also going to set this up so that way I have what I want, how I have it how I want it, because this could be good. So I'm going to move this over here, pitch, yaw, and roll. We're going to set that down here next to this one. That'll stay right there. This is, I like to have engine throttle over here. I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, but put that, you know what, I'm going to do this right there, right there, right there, and then all of this is sort of engine burn and other information. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's go to Mercury. I think that going to Mercury would be really cool because I don't think Mercury gets enough love. Just realized. Yep, there goes my light. Ah. I gotta get a better setup for this thing. Okay, so we have a burn planned. This is the best one. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit create. And then we can X out of this. Now we can go to burn. We can have this thing. I also want to turn on auto so it'll automatically do it. Okay, and now let's warp to it. I'm going to hit null rate so that way we can warp a little faster. We're gonna go to Mercury. All I want to do is like get into orbit and then go to the next place, like, because I've tried landing on the moon already, and landing on the moon is fun. Let me just reposition my camera. so I could be more centered. There we go. And landing on the moon is all fun and games, and right, but I think it'd be better if right now it just like landing it actually doesn't work very well. Okay. Okay. I really, really like this, Gemini style vehicle, and like the design of the actual vehicle itself is also amazing. This looks really cool, and the sound design is also really, really good. And I think that this is a really, really good, like, just to talk about it as a longtime KSP player, this is like a really, really, really good. This is a really, really good. I think it's really good. I don't know what else to say. It's really, really good. So far, I think they've done an excellent job. Especially with I think some of the issues that KSP2 had. Like if I wanted to talk about those issues, burn times, orbital tracking, and like just I didn't like the way things looked in the original in KSP2. So okay, so now what I need to do is I need to plan let's plan a hold on. I might have to end my stream early. Never mind, don't have to. Okay, that's not working. Okay. Trying to get in. Here we go. Oh, almost there. Right there. So one thing that I have noticed is that you have to put it on null rate in order for because if you don't have it on null rate and it tries to like maintain a specific orientation, this is always going to be firing, and it like actually limits the like it makes it actually makes your time warp a little more laggy, which honestly probably for the better. Like I don't this I like the skybox here. I really like the skybox, the way all the stars and everything look. Like everything, like I do genuinely feel like maybe I could go to some of these brighter stars, and maybe at some point I will. I don't know. All right, we're getting closer to our burn. This will be quite an expensive burn, about 1,345 meters per second, but we have over 1,300 kilometers per second of fuel on board. An absolute ridiculous amount of fuel for this. And then okay, 20 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Alright, now I think the best thing that we could do, delete that. This is a lot of fun, actually. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, there's Mercury. I don't know if it actually has its surface features. Maybe it doesn't when I get there, because it doesn't. Maybe I'm looking wrong. There's Neptune. There's Jupiter. I think that said that. Yeah, that's Mars. So it's interesting that those are lit up bright enough. And in fact, you kind of see some of the moons. I think those are the moons of Jupiter. Or those might just be background stars. That might be Orion's belt that Jupiter is hanging out in over here. No, yeah, that's Orion's belt. Never mind. Alright, so we're going to hit. Oh, snap. That's not what I wanted to happen. Why did that happen? Can I reverse time? Why did that happen? That was weird. Okay, so now what I want to do is, you know what, we're going to warp. I'm going to set up a maneuver right here. The descending node is 7.110. Let's see if we can't change that a little bit. See if we can't bring it down to where we get another encounter. Here we go. We're getting some closest approach information. So maybe we can. And then what we'll do is we'll do a another burn at the descending node in order to try and bring it in a little closer there. Ooh, nice, we got two closest approaches. I think the best thing to do will be to turn on null rates, start speeding up time. Get to that descending node, point it normal. At this point, it's a rendezvous maneuver rather than an actual. Well, I guess every planetary encounter is a rendezvous maneuver. Yeah, we're not going to get much out of that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Right. Well, this will be interesting. warp into the next SOY change, because that actually works pretty well. Here we go. Let's come and check out Mercury. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I get the slight feeling that they haven't modeled the surface of Mercury quite yet. That, or there's something wrong with my install. Either way, I'm not 100% sure it's supposed to look like that. Like, I'm just not 100% sure it's supposed to look like that. Like, you know. But hey, it's a new game, so. I think I might want to. Oh, no, that's just a silver blob, too. Well, there's no interesting features here. Oh, well, I don't think it's supposed to look like that. I'm really enjoying KSA so far. I just downloaded it today. Apparently, I'm not 100% sure if this is supposed to be how this is supposed to look. Like, this is supposed to be Mercury, but I don't think that's how this is supposed to work. So I'm gonna go to another more interesting target. Let's go to Venus. Given that I didn't have to pay anything in order to download and install this, I'd say it's definitely worth it. It's very strong right now in terms of what you can and can't do. Like, it's really, really strong with how it looks and how it controls and feels. Like, this, I was able to do, I don't even know how long the stream's been going, but I was able to do this pretty easily. create. So I'm gonna hit auto, null rate, warp. And this makes it just so much easier. Like that, the maneuver planning and everything right there makes it so much easier to actually like do this. It's kind of crazy. Like I feel like that is a really, really strong base to have it at. I do wish Mercury had a surface, and I have tried landing on the Mun, or not Mun. It's actually the Moon, Luna. I've tried landing on Luna, and it didn't work out because I just kind of fell through the surface. So obviously, I know that there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I'm really, really excited with where it's going, because this is very, very strong. It's a very strong base, and right now, what I'm going to be doing is maybe over the next few days, I'm going to be playing it, and if I can't, like one thing that I want to do sometime, because I know modding is possible, is I'm going to either use Blender or another program to design my own spacecraft that I can use to traverse the solar system in, because I think that might be a lot of fun. But the look and the way that you control the vehicle, those are both very, very strong parts that I personally feel Kerbal Space Program 2 was not able to really accomplish. Like it kind of just copied a lot of what was in KSP 1, and then the control was a little. There were some I did not like the way that the controls worked in KSP 2. Especially like fine control and everything. So this one, it both sets itself apart in terms of how you control it. It's not just there's a lot of different ways that this is meant to go about. That this is there's a little bit more nuance into how you actually control this. The vehicle and everything, which I enjoy. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Right now, like like in the early versions, I have a video on my channel. Not to say that you should go watch it because it's not one of my favorite videos. It's literally 30 minutes of me playing Kerbal Space Program 2 and not enjoying it. So. Anyway, let's go check out Venus. Let's see what Venus looks like. I'm not even going to zoom in on Venus. I want it to be a surprise. Actually, I could do this. That's really nice too. The warp mechanics are really, really nice. I have had one glitch, one issue, where I have had where I tried to warp to periapsis. Don't try to warp to periapsis while you're in a hyperbolic orbit, because you will just kind of fly on past. Call this what I'm going to do here. This is a technique that I do whenever I do a encounter like a deep space encounter in KSP. It's not the most fuel efficient way to do it, but it is one of the methods that I use. Is I just get the most basic of encounters like this. I'm gonna wait till I actually swap over, and we're over. All right, and then what I'll do is I will point in. Ooh, Venus looks really nice. Beautiful clouds there. So I'll point in towards the planet, and then, oh, that's one thing that I always get confused of. I do like that you don't actually, normally you won't have control over it. But, yeah, just point it in and then burn pointing at the planet. Not really at the planet, but okay. Periapsis. I don't actually know. Let's go for about 250 because I can't remember what the actual altitude of Venus's atmosphere is. 170, 180. No, not 250. I'm going to go further than that. You always got to remember Venus has a very thick atmosphere. So I'm going to do it at about 500, see what that looks like. Then before you do any high warp, you put it in null rates and you don't get any lag. This is I have to say to RocketWorks on the subject of the time warp limitations, I really appreciate being able to, within 15 minutes, being able to get to my destination. Like, I feel like space, like, look, space flight is a lot of dead time, and I've accepted that, and in some cases, I actually really enjoy doing that. But in other cases, it's frustrating and difficult to try and get anywhere when, you know, I get the, ooh, I could get the arrows. Let's do it. Let's go to arrows. I'm just playing around with this, going from planet to planet, because this is a lot of fun. I like being able to just go from planet to planet to planet and be able to just get places. This is I think going to be one of the biggest strengths of the game once we've got like proper editing, because I know that I can edit the vehicle right now, kind of. I could go into an edit preview, which I think is more of a debug menu. Which is more of a debug menu than it is like an actual proper editing thing. Then I'll be able to, then I feel like I'm going to really, really have a lot of fun more with that than anything else. Alright, here we go. I wonder, does Eros actually have a gravitational field? Whew, alright. Let's create it. Let's hit auto. Let's warp. I'm going to hit null rates for right now. It's 2 months. This is like really, really strong, actually. I think that this is going to be really, really good once we get... I really want editing. I want vehicle editing in here. But like as a very good... Like right now, it's a very, very strong... it's a very strong start in terms of what it could be. Like this could... This I think is going to definitely be something that I spend more time in once we start getting things like vehicle editing, because vehicle editing I think is going to be a really, really important vehicle editing is really, really important for something like this, because being able to like actually build your vehicles. And maybe after we get to Eros, I'll check out what vehicle editing would be and how that'll work, because I see it right here. Like we can go over here, we can hit the debug. And then we can hit the editor toggle. I also really, really can't wait for like the surfaces of planets to be a thing, like planet surfaces, because right now I think they're just textures, at least with the way that I've actually started using it. And I think it'll be really, really good, because right now, like, it looks good and it plays well, which is obviously what they wanted. Like I don't have very many bugs that I would like to And honestly, because they're giving it out for free first, I would actually recommend it. I would actually say that you should absolutely go and try it out. Like if your computer can run it, which I'll be honest, I don't have the best of computers. So I don't know, like I'm not having any issues. So I would say that your computer can probably run it. And so because of that, I would say go for it. I'm almost positive Eros is just going to be another one of those little just bright white balls, just like how Mercury was. But still, the fact that it's in here, its orbit is modeled, is really, really cool, which means that there's a possibility that it'll eventually exist or something like it in the final game. I'm excited to find out what they plan on doing with like the actual solar system. Um, how they plan on editing that together to create whatever they see is going to be the best. Thousand. Oh wow. If I do both of these at the same time. Probably not the most fuel efficient, but who cares? We're getting there. I mean, we are doing a home and transfer, not exactly a maneuver that you would expect to do. Oh, that okay, okay, wow. Oh man, hand itches. Sorry. Okay. I'm just gonna add a maneuver right here. I just want to. Nope, not that way. Turn this up to 10. This is pretty cool. I like being able to do that. Like, I know I've already said it multiple times, but the maneuver planning system is absolutely superior to both Kerbal Space Program stock and Kerbal Space Program 2, and I'll even say to Juno New Origins. This is an absolutely phenomenal system that absolutely works really, really, really well. I really like the praises that I could sing to this thing are incredible, and I really want to like push it and see what I can do. We're going to play until we run out of fuel, and then I'll do some editors if I need to. Well, I do want to. I do want to check out the work in progress editor and take a look at some of the parts and see if I can't, see if there's a way that I can't put something together. Maybe we could add some more parts to it if I could figure out how to mod, because I'd like to know how to mod. That'd be really, really cool to know how to actually mod. Yeah, you have a good night too, Findrix. It's not night for me, it is 15:49. So, but yeah, it's really good. This is a lot of fun. I think people should absolutely take a look. 4, 3, 2, 1. I hit prograde, then I can do some tests, see if I can't get an encounter. All we got to do is kind of just fiddle around with it from here. There it is. Alright, let's just get within range. Oh, forgot. Null rate, and you get better. Just gonna hit warp to SOI change. Might actually turn that off just because I don't know if this is an actual SOI change. I think Eros has enough gravity that you should be able to actually get into orbit around it. I would imagine, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, it's an asteroid, so it's really, really small. So I'm not going to trust it. No, it does. Okay. So now we can go in, get a nice close approach. Once again, I am almost positive this is just going to be a little bright white sphere, but I think it'll be cool just nonetheless to check it out, because I mean, they added it into the game. Might as well take a look, see what we can find out of it. I feel like I'm flying the Rocinante though, because I don't think I've ever encountered a vehicle. I don't think you could ever actually build a vehicle that could go to Mercury and then Venus and then to an asteroid and then still have 1,200 kilometers per second of delta V left. Yeah, it's just another bright sphere. But let's get into orbit nonetheless. Because why not? Ooh, we're zipping by. Alright, yep, we're not getting into orbit, but I think what we can do is we'll just get out of orbit, or we'll do the flyby here. And let's check out the next target. Mars. Mars sounds like a lot of fun. Because we started at Earth, so we might as well go to Mars. Let's go to Mars. Let's explore the Mars. Oh. All right. So we'll do the one with the best delta V. X out. Auto. Null rates. It's in 2 years. So we'll just warp on out. Oh man, we are way out there, man. That's right, I did have a rendezvous with Eros, so at this point it's just an inclination change mostly, I think. It's not even really all that much more of a maneuver. Our burn is only 1 kilometer per second. So we're not even really burning all that much. I think we started with a little over 1,300 and now we've used 100,000 kilometers per second to get to this point. And that is 5 years into this mission. So really we should be going home. We should be going back so that way, you know, we could rotate crew out and let the Enterprise rest. But, you know, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I want to go to Mars. Whew, man. Sorry for yawning so much. I probably need to go get myself something to drink. Get some tea. This is awesome. I like. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to gush about the part design here because if you have ever spoken to me in person and we have spoken about the design about Kerbal Space Program 2, then you will know that I hate the part design for Kerbal Space Program 2. It looks awful. Kerbal Space Program's 2 part design looks awful. Like, no shade to the artist, but like, oh my god. It just doesn't work. It doesn't fit. It looks terrible. Every single part looks terrible. This is what I think if you're making a space game, the parts should look like. They should, like, these look awesome. These look amazing. I love these parts. These parts look absolutely incredible. Like, these parts are awesome. I love these parts. These are incredible. I mean, let me know what you guys think, but I really like the look of these parts. Like, this looks awesome. These look awesome. I was a little on the fence about how this like looked like with the radial, but these parts look awesome, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to be able to take this engine and be able to like take these pumps out and swap them out with other pumps, change out this nozzle, maybe move some of these vernier thrusters off to the out of the way. You know, be able to take this fuel tank and take the fuel tank out of it, maybe swap it for another one, or stretch it, or squash it, or whatever else other things that they have planned, because they have planned a lot of awesome stuff for this, and I think that part building and editing and like really taking the parts that we have already got in the game right now and being able to edit them kind of like Juno New Origins, but in a different way would be awesome. I think that would be amazing. Like, and I don't really know any other way that I could. Ooh. Hey, why did. Oh, okay. And the music for each individual planet is awesome too. At this point, why bother? Why should we why bother having any other? Just have maybe make it a scaled down solar system for like the actual one, but just make it literally the actual solar system, because I think that that would be really really cool, especially since you want to use it as a if we want to use it as a teaching tool, being able to have kids learn how to fly into space and other stuff. Making it the actual solar system would actually be really really cool for younger kids. Here we go. Here we go. See, this part design is just awesome. Like, I don't think I've ever like this just has that like I don't know about you guys, but when I play Kerbal Space Program, maybe I'll open it up later and we'll play that on stream. But like when I play Kerbal Space Program, I think that I like to use I always use, it's like required for me. I have to use restock, because I can't, like, there's no other part mod that really really sets it apart. Oh, I like the way that a lot of this, like, we have Elysium. If this is oh no, that's Elysium. Oh, this Korolev crater, nice. This is so cool. This is so pretty too. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. And the music is great. Like, that was one of those things. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? That is so cool. The planet reflects the light and it makes it red over here. I didn't notice that at first. That's a feature that I didn't realize I needed. Like, this is gorgeous. Look at this. And you could find, we could go to Pathfinder. We could go to Arabia Crater, the Viking 1 lander. We could go to Lomonosov, or Isides, or Tharsis, what is it? Tharsis. Tharsistolis, Uranistolis. Like, all of this is just, this is incredible. Привет, как дела? Like, it's amazing. This is an amazing, I'm struggling. I don't want to call it a game yet. Like, it is a really, really solid build. It's like, this is really solid. This is a strong foundation for this sort of a game. Like, this is very, very strong. I'm very excited to see where this goes from here. And I think you can see that this does have axial tilt. Axial tilt is something that we don't even have in in Kerbal Space Program, because you could see, like, look, the way that the moons are orbiting off center of the actual thing, and then we've also got Mars here with its own axial tilt. That is cool. This is such a great start. I love this. I'm so happy, man. This is so good. All right. Let's and this is circularize at periapsis. We just create that. X out, auto, null rate, warp. And it, I mean, look, it, you still have to work for it. And I think once, like, right now this is really, really easy, because I feel like all you do is you open this, you tell it where you want to go, you hit create, you hit auto warp, and then it kind of goes there for you. But there's still a little bit of skill. First off, it's either on or it's off. I don't know how to set the throttle to less than 100%. So for me, it's just on or off. And so it takes a little bit of skill to be able to, after the engine is finished burning, to adjust your orbit so you get where you need to go. And then it's some other minor adjustments to get where you need to get a little closer and a little further away, which I think is really cool. Like that I think is the way that you want to do a lot of this, because, like, oh look, there's Olympus Mons right there. No, that's our Ascarius Mons. Pavonis Mons. These shield volcanoes, so cool. I love volcanoes. I kind of want to get, I've kind of wanted to get my degree in volcanology, but, like, it's hard to, I haven't quite decided what I want to get my degree in quite yet. There we go. Nice circular orbit. 813 by 816. Let's just zoom around. I want to see some of the other surface features on Mars. And I want to, and then I want to pass over them. I specifically have a couple of specific targets that I want to check out. Ooh, is there dust storms? Those don't look like surface features. Viking 1, Pathfinder, Lomonosov, Isidius Starsistolis, Urania Stolis, Utopia Planatia, Hecatila Solis, Elysium Mons. I've been writing a sci-fi book, and I've set up next to Elysium Mons in Utopia Planatia. That is where, like, a Mars base is. And look at these. You can see a lot of this. Chris Kate Crater. Higgins. Ganges. Ooh, look at that. You could see it stretching from New York to Los Angeles. We have Valles Marineris. And right up here, I think that's our boy. It's gotta be. That's gotta be Olympus Mons, the big one. Yeah. There it is. That's so cool. You know, while we're here, might as well. A home and transfer to, is it going to let me, oh, here we go, Phobos. Ooh, that's going to be a quick calculation. Create it. Auto, warp, null rate. Ooh, we're actually coming up on a potential burn opportunity here. So the solar system isn't complete right now, is what I'm noticing. There's a lot of, like, there's a lot of planets that don't have it. I tried to go to Mercury. It's just a silver. It's just a white sphere. I tried to go to Eros. It's also just a white sphere. But there are a few that are not. So I just wanted to check them out. Mars and Venus are not white spheres, Earth is not, and the moon is not. And I've also, in a previous time that I've opened the game up today, because today I literally installed this today. Okay, we do actually have a Phobos encounter. Let's check it out. Ooh, and we get within 30 kilometers of Phobos. Nice. Are we going to be... Oh, no. Okay. Oh, it's modeled. Look at that. Let's get into orbit around Phobos, shall we? Okay, wow, we are really, really moving. Come on, come on. Okay. It's going to be tough to actually get into orbit around Phobos. It's more like rendezvous and docking. Wow, hello. Hello. That spun around real fast. I think we need to use the RCS for our actual orbital entry, because this is going to be tough. But we're in a good spot right here. Need to get my... Look at that. That is awesome. Oh, wow, okay. I think, no? Okay, never mind. I thought that we were getting some ghost lighting. Oh, wow. Has anybody ever read the book Mars by Ben Bova? I should read it again. It's so good. But it's like talking about a mission to Mars, like the first ever expedition to Mars. And in the book, there's a, like, it's a massive mission. It's like a massive undertaking that these crews go through. That the program, or at least the program as described in the book, is. It's like a massive program. And so they have like an orbiting ship. Ooh, look at that. This is incredible. But part of it is they have one part of it is the fact that there is a small vehicle, or no, they have they basically send like an international space station, probably larger size vehicle out to Mars with a crew of like 12 people, and like 6 of them land on the surface of the moon, 6 of them stay in orbit with the ability for a couple of them to actually be able to swap out, go back up and down. I don't know how they planned on doing that. But then there's like a miniature mission where they fly to some of these, and one of the crew kind of loses their mind because as they are flying towards it, there's this oh, hello. Oh wow, are we just bouncing around on the surface? I think we're having a little bit of a problem here. Hello. Okay, let's just... Oh, hello. That's a bug that I've seen a little bit before. I don't know what causes that, though. Alright. I have to get going. So, this has been a lot of fun. Final thoughts before we finish. First off, this is an absolutely excellent... I'm still going to say tech demo for right now. I know it's not... They don't want to call it a tech demo yet. It's like in between a game and a tech demo. So it's still a little bit of a tech demo. It's like a... But I think it is... This is like a really, really solid... this is really solid. So I really like this. This is a lot of fun. I can't wait to start editing things. So like before I go, just so that way we can see it, let's go and check out editor toggle. yeah, yeah. This is a really solid build. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying it as well. Thank you so much for stopping in, and have a good day.